Hey my lovelies, summer is in full swing and I cannot think of a better way to beat the heat than with these 5 Frosty blender cocktails. Whether you're celebrating Canada Day or the 4th of July, these are perfect for any outdoor event. They're really, really refreshing and of course, really delicious. Now without further ado, let's cool things off with our Frosty blender cocktails. Today, I am breaking the ice with one of my all-time favorites, a mojito. Now keep in mind, if you are not a drinker, not to worry. You can also make this recipe without the alcohol and it will still be super tasty. This one starts with a whole heaping helping of ice in my blender. To that, I am adding some lime juice, a lot of lime juice. And I would also say that fresh here is really important, so be sure to squeeze your limes yourself. To that, I am adding a little splash of simple syrup, which is just some sugar that's been dissolved in some water. Then it's time to add my liquor. In this case, I am using white rum, which is very classic in a mojito, but if I'm being totally honest, I actually prefer my mojitos when they're made with silver tequila. The choice, of course, is yours. I'm going to finish this off with a couple sprigs of fresh mint and then give it all a blend. What you end up with is this incredibly refreshing mojito slushy mixture that you're not sure whether you should enjoy with a spoon or with a straw. Next, if you like Piña Colada, you have come to the right place. Once again, I've got some ice in my blender. To that, I am adding some chunks of frozen pineapple. We are also going to add a splash of pineapple juice and a splash of coconut milk to that, and of course, our coconut rum. On goes the lid, blend it all up, and you'll find yourself cold chilling with the taste of the tropics. For my next trick, I am making what I like to call a strawberry frosé. And the best way to do this, I think, is by pouring your rosé wine into an ice cube tray and then popping it into the freezer until it started to set. What you'll end up with is this slushy rosé deliciousness. I'm going to pop that on top of some regular ice. Then I'm going to pile in some frozen strawberries, sweeten it up with a little simple syrup, and add a bit of tang with some lemon juice. Blend all this up and you've got a pretty pink strawberry frosé cocktail that, trust me, your guests are going to love. Next, we are whipping up a slushy version of one of my favorite cocktails, a peach Bellini. This is super tasty and ends with some sparkling wine. What is not to like about that? In my blender, I'm starting with a little bit of ice, and to that I'm going to add my frozen peaches and then pour in some peach schnapps. I'm going to blend that mixture up until it's nice and smooth and then spoon it gently into some champagne flutes. You can finish this off with a splash of champagne or sparkling wine. And what you end up with is this super fruity, effervescent drink that you will definitely want seconds of. You better Bellini when I tell you, this is real delicious. Now, if you're looking to add a little caffeine kick to your cocktail, I highly recommend you try my spiked Mocha Frapp. This thing is to die for. It starts with some ice in my blender. To that, I am adding some chocolate ice cream. See where I'm going with this? How can this possibly be bad? Next, I'm going to add some espresso that I've allowed to cool completely. And I'm also going to add a splash of milk for extra creaminess. And I'm gonna finish it off with some Irish cream liqueur. I'm gonna put the lid on my blender, get this guy buzzing, and then to make it even more special, I'm adding a little drizzle of chocolate sauce to the bottom of each glass. I know you know this is going to be delicious. I hope you will give these ideas a try. If you do, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Snapchat me a photo because I love seeing your kitchen creations. Keep in mind, I've got a bonus cocktail over on my Instagram and my Facebook today, so come take a look for it there. It is my rainbow sangria and it's so, so tasty. Finally, if you have not already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from.